Well, hey folks, it's Ben. We got our shipment of parts in, so we're going to be working a little bit on the Ford Probe, and we'll kick out those videos as kind of I do them. And the first one I'm going to do, because this is fairly annoying, we're going to change the struts on this rear deck. I have pretty good confidence in the fuel pump. I got the battery charging, so that's good. It smells like gas in here, because even though I covered it with plastic, it still reeks, so we'll rebuild that in the next video. But right now, we're going to fix this. I think my magic stick's over here, but these struts not working, and like these are dead. This is not my magic stick. Where did I put there it is. These struts are not working. It's really easy to change them, so we're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to grab my, there we go. That barely fits right under the lip. We're going to change these struts out. There's one here and one there. We'll zoom in on one. It's actually 3 bolts is my understanding, so let's go ahead and tear into it. Hey Ben, while you're at it, why don't you show us the annoying packaging this stuff comes in? Hey, absolutely, I'm here for you. So I bought these. They are Strong Arm, which honestly, what a great brand name for a strut arm. The Ford Probe, and if you've just watched, I probably did it first, the Equinox hatchback, if you will. You pry 2 clips, you change the strut, you're done. Ford Probe, not so much. Got a little bit more going on here. We have our arm, which in itself is cool. It's got a little ball receptacle here, and but we've got a place for 2 bolts here. So this actually bolts to the body if this is the right side, which looks like it might not be. I should say the correct side. Comes with a little package of tools, which I wasn't, or bits, which I wasn't expecting. Here we've got a gasket to put on the end there, and it even came with a new little ball to click into this port here. This is the same as the Equinox for sure. You pry that out, you pop that in, ta-da. Looks like it comes with a washer as well. So this is a component we're going to be needing to take out right off the window up here. And it came with instructions on the back of the package, and again, more instructions to how to do it again. I just looked on the internet, say undo this, undo this, undo this, redo everything else, and you're good. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. But if you're one of those guys who likes to zip zap and hit it, hey, it's right here for you. Okay, now I get what they were doing here. If you have an OEM strut, it doesn't have a release. Like you can't pop the hook off this and remove it from the ball. You have to unscrew it from the car. My new one doesn't require that. It's a 2-piece unit where I can take and pry this little plastic clip off, just like the Equinox video, which I can link to now for you. And you can remove it, put a new one on, etc. So they're just making provisions to remove the original one. So that's cool. So we're gonna go ahead, and we're in 12mm land. And with any luck, yeah, there we go. We're just gonna unscrew this thing. Easy as that. Bam. So there's a little ball and socket. Wee. See where you want to lubricate that. This thing is so sad. So while we're here, let's just go ahead, and we've got our washer. Just put the new one in. And from now on out, forever on out, this will just stay here. And if we have to change the struts again, I'll be a lot older. And I drop it. I'll be a lot older, and hopefully this will fit in the hole. There we go. Phase 1 done. Next is the bottom. We're still in 12mm land, and the way the weather stripping is, you'd be tight to get a ratchet in here, so I'm just going to go ahead and amuse myself and do it by hand. And you get to watch me do it quickly, and we'll cut right to putting the new one in. Bam! That was quick. Okay, so here's our old strut. And I want to keep it in this orientation because I want to check if this is the correct side or not. So that part's going to be like so. And this part's going to be like so. And it has the strut on the inside part of the car, and this one has it on the outside, so this is the other side, right? Because you want the strut to be on the inside portion of the car. So we'll set that one over there. See my orientation there? It's bracket and then strut. In this case, that was strut and then bracket. So let's go ahead and cut the other one out of the box because I can't get these out of these tubes. They're just crazy. And we'll go ahead and get this thing bolted up. So the other side is fairly identical to the one I bought, except the exception of in my bag of parts, the little ball here is black and not brass colored. So for those purists, sorry about that. We're gonna go ahead and check that out. Yeah, that's gonna be right where we want it. So let's go and get the little fake rubber gasket they gave us, which is kind of silly, but anything to keep body rumbling down, right? Because it doesn't have any factory ones. Put a screw in here, get her lined up. And it's just two, like I said, 12s. These went in pretty easy. There's one. There's two. Lift the strut up. Come on down, Billy. Come on down, Billy. Okay. I'm gonna see if I can lift this tailgate up a hair. See if I can get this ball in. Here we go. Look at my armpit. There you go. Bam. Now we're clipped in. Bam, one power strut done. Let's do the other one. I'll change your perspective as to how you can see it, and we'll time lapse it because my camera loves to die when I do time lapses, and that's always fun. Well, hopefully that was informative for you. Things that drive me crazy. I buy 2 arms, one on the left, one on the right. They're supposed to be the same, but this little probe here is 13. So I didn't quite snug it up in the time lapse because my 12 wouldn't fit and I didn't want to kind of wreck the time lapse. So this is actually a 13. The other one's a 12. Everything else is a 12, but this is a 13. So that's annoying, but we can tighten it down anyway. You can tighten it on the strut, obviously. And then we'll check out how it works. So, final test. Obviously, it's holding itself up now. There's no magical board to hold it up. And if I bring her on down, come on down now. Bam. That's a locking door I like. If I release it from the car, it goes clunk. That's at least the sound now. And if I lift up nicely, yeah, it holds itself up. Looks like it's more of a hold herself up versus a go up by herself. Oh, there she goes. So now my hatchback's open. Now, of course, it's got these little stringies here are supposed to, we've got to come up with an attachment somehow, either new strings or whatever. This is supposed to actually drag this up too. So these are supposed to be attached and the whole mess opens up at once. So these struts have some more weight than they currently have on them, but that's for another video. If you have any questions, I'm going to just leave it to the outro there, but this is part 5, 6 of the Ford probe. Fuel pump's next, so we're getting there. Nice. Oops. Nice. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Leave any questions or comments down below. And be sure to subscribe to my channel for awesome updates on what I'm doing. Please check out the next video I've got lined up for you. And also check out my Patreon page if you want to support what we're doing here. And finally, check out my other less tractory page, Red Barn Homestead. You can subscribe to that too. See some awesome stuff. And we'll see you next time.